Yo, listen, man. We couldn't find parking, man. What y'all wanted us to do, man?
All I'm saying is being appalled in the chat is a little insane. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, look. Don't say he was a Paul. Hey, man. Listen, man. We couldn't find parking, man. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Oh, man. Hey, Von just say it's getting ridiculous at this point. Oh shit. Yo, what's good with y'all, man? Listen, man. Listen, man. We trying. Hey, listen, we trying our best to be home.
Hey, I
Sometimes
just want
things
to
work
know.
out, man.
Hey, Tone, I just want to know real quick. Let's start early. They probably still listening to the space. What space you talking
Oh,
about? What y'all? Hey, noob, you care to elaborate a little on that?
wait, wait, look.
I'm just
Hey,
saying, Tone, I'm
nah,
out of
look,
the
look,
loop,
look,
dog.
look. I'm hating this shit. I'm gonna hide over here for a while. No, hey man, I'm sorry, man. Listen, man, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. I could listen, man. Valet parking was all sold out. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? I had to find parking, man. Wait, listen, man. I'm doing my best out here, man. I gotta, I'm working, gotta come back and do the show, you feel me? Hey, we be doing our thing, man. We trying. But hey, Lou, what's good, man? How you feeling today?
Hey, man, you already know, man. Trying to stay dry out here, man. It's been raining down here all
Yeah,
day.
it's raining crazy out here for sure, for sure. Listen, man, we had to skip the intro because we were running late as heck. Oh, yo, see, Vonjo, see, y'all being messy. Y'all been messy earlier. You feel me?
Hey,
I'm not even gonna
yo.
put that up there. I'm saying, y'all, hey, listen, man, listen. We came here to talk and talk. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about the cap situation, and we go talk about. Listen, man,
All,
Jamal
all,
Holliday
all
keep.
I all I know, a little birdie tapped me on my shoulder, Tone, and said, "Bon Joe better not have his ass week one at Hard Rock Stadium." I know that. That's the last thing I'm gonna say, Tone. But I heard Bon Joe better not show up at Hard Rock Stadium week one. That's all
Oh,
I know.
yo, what he said? If y'all ran the intro after being late, I would have just ended the show. Yo, man, listen, man, listen. It'd be like that sometimes. Yo, man, listen. Shout out to y'all, man, being patient, man. Listen, man, we be doing our best, man. You know what I'm saying? But Lou, man, listen. Like always, there's always something that that come redirect us right before we hit the show. You know what I'm saying? Before we talk about this cap situation and this got dog Javon Holliday. This man here, I don't know if y'all heard, but the man actually had made a list of things he was one from a franchise, and I just want to know what he mean by that. That's all I listen. I just want to know what do he mean by that. Before we get into that, Lou, you wanted to address something that I guess little Birdie was telling you also. So you can elaborate on what you were telling me backstage, yo.
Well, Tone. Everybody knows me already, right? I'm the humble guy. I like to stay humble, right? I like
Allegedly.
to stay in my lane, right? But every once in a while, you got to come out, Tone, and poke your chest out and toot your own horn. So if you hear the horn sound, please raise your hand. Toot, toot, right? The fact of the matter is, Tone, I know a guy that came out and said the
Hey, y'all hit that
Dolphins
like button while y'all already in here. My bad, Lou. Hit that like button, man.
absolutely hit the like button, share the video out. Things that you know how we do over here, right?
About to
We're
get
not going to
heated over here.
sugarcoat nothing. We're gonna tell you. Now, I told everybody that I was hearing. The simple fact is they don't believe in Tua like they're perceiving, or that everybody has this picture that it is just sweet and roses and everything's going to be fine, right? So wake up this morning, Tone, doing a little research, floating around the internet, and all of a sudden, reports are Mike McDaniel and Tua are in question. And again, they posed it, they framed it. The framework was after this season. I'm here to
Mm,
tell you that's all cap.
mm, mm, mm.
That's what I'm here to tell you.
What you
The
saying?
writing is on
Spreading the lies?
that, bro. Again, they're sugarcoating shit because again, they want, they don't want people to jump off board. The fact of the matter is they don't believe in Tua. That's a fact. And Mike McDaniel is getting implicated in it because the simple fact, I told y'all, Mike McDaniel really don't believe in Tua like that no more. Where Mike McDaniel falls in trouble, right, and where he's going to fall straight on the sword is the fact that now, let's say, Tone, in that locker room, there's rumblings that they want to move off of Tua.
Facts.
Right? Okay, cool. And now let's say Mike McDaniel is getting on board with that, Tone. Now, we all know who vouched for Tua to get him that contract. Who was it?
Mike McDaniel.
So now if you try to turn around and try to sell the football team and those players that you're ready to move off of Tua, well, now they're looking at you sideways because the organization and them, y'all could have moved off of them this season. The only reason we can't now is because the person now saying they don't believe in him is the same person that vouched for him. You see what I'm saying? So that's why his name is implicated in the thing. But I'm just here to tell everybody again, the fact of the matter is, bro, they don't believe in Tua Tagovailoa no more. Not a single person. They don't. It is what it is. And
you talk about front office on down, or you just talk about locker room? Like
I'm talking about in general. The organization, they're done with Tua, bro. They just stuck their foot. They don't know a way to get out of it yet. Right? They're trying to figure it out. The fact of the matter is, though, Tone, I know you heard me say it, and a lot of people have heard me say it. I used to tell y'all, Tua's closer to the end than the beginning. No, we're going to restructure his contract. No, they're not. No, they're not.
You know what, Lou? Finish. Go ahead. Finish. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Listen. Tone. Again, sometimes people just have to listen. You might not be what you want to hear, but there's certain people that try to say things without saying things. And I'm just saying, when I came out and I said they don't believe in them like that, and everybody had major pushback and said, okay, cool, believe what you want to believe. If you think the sky is never falling and this is just what it is, cool. I can't help you. But if you want to start paying attention and trying to connect the dots of how this team is moving and how's it looking, just read between the lines, bro. It is what it is.
Jeez. Charles, actually, we're gonna get into whether we feel like we should restructure or touch to a contract. But listen, before I do start getting into that, I would like to say I'm not gonna say no names or bring up no past conversation, but Lou, I do remember having a similar conversation prior to him even getting that contract, and I mentioned this last time on there, when me and another individual was on the phone, and it kind of, it kind of been circling around before all of this came out, and I don't like to bring private conversation to the public, but what was said on that phone call, and Mike McDaniel was one of the biggest reasons that Tua was even still here in the building, because it's been a lot of doubt that's like, people don't like to say it. People like to run and hide from the narratives and hide from what the truth and the fact of the matters are. There was doubt. Like, if you were, just use your common sense. I just, sometimes you just gotta use common sense. The guy can't stay healthy. The guy hasn't won the big game, and yeah, you have to give a player time to develop. If you remember, you go back to when it initially started, I was one of the ones saying, "Yo, listen, we understand his shortcomings. We understand that he hasn't got us the playoff victory. He hasn't got us to where we necessarily felt like we were supposed to be at that point." But I also said, I've seen improvement. I also said that Drew Brees took some time to develop. I also said that Peyton Manning took some time to develop. So let's give him opportunity. But in that same sentence, I also was reminding people the difference between those two guys and Tua, even though they weren't getting it done in the playoffs. More specifically, Peyton Manning. he was handling his business in the regular season. He was showing you that he can beat these upper echelon team in the regular season. It just hasn't translated over to the playoffs. So that gave you a lot more confidence that, okay, he at least shows you he know how to get that job done. He just have to learn how to translate that to the playoffs. That wasn't the same situation when it came down to Tua. So, I'm not surprised that this came out. I'm quite sure you're not. Obviously, you were saying it. How you've been out ahead of this way before. Most people was willing to, I'm gonna say publicly admit to that, because I was one of the ones that was saying it behind closed doors. So I'm not gonna take credit for it. A closed door conversation, but you were one of the first ones out publicly saying that the franchise and the people in the buildings were turning on him. So at the end of the day, listen, man, this is a result based league. This is a business. I'm sorry, result based business. So you can have all the potential in the world. People could want you to do the best. People could want to root for you. People can have your best interests at heart. But the results speak for themselves. And at the end of the day, if the results are not yielding success, then I mean, what else can we do? As fans, right? We can only talk about it. So let's be real. We don't have no control of what's really going to take place in that front office or in that building. But I just don't subscribe to the fact that, we should just be quiet and accept what's going on because he's going to be here anyways. No, I'm going to voice my displeasure. I'm going to let people know that I don't agree with what's going on, and this is why we need to move on for him, and this is what I'm saying, and this is why I don't believe in him. So for all the people that want to just say, you know what, the franchise is going to keep him, so we have no choice and no opportunity, so we should just focus on what's actually going to happen, by all means, you can do that if you want to. That's not the type of fan I am. I'm the type of fan that's going to voice how I feel and say, and I'm going to keep saying it until either I'm proven wrong or something changed. And that's just the way I am. We're not the type of people over here to hide behind, takes and run from I guess, what you could be controversial. I don't even want to say if it's controversial because it's only controversial because a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. Or at least don't want to be objective and hear someone being on the opposite side of their arguments. That's not how it goes down over here. We always give y'all the cold hard facts and the hard truths. So at the end of the day, bro, it is what it is. It didn't take too long to get, and every day something coming out different. And, it seems to be leaning towards that these people are getting tired. Let's just be real. The same way when we started talking in spaces, and if you remember the beginning of the offseason, what we were saying, but I don't know, this offseason, I'm just tired, bro. I'm tired of talking about Tua. I'm tired of talking about this franchise. I'm tired of wanting to just win a playoff game. I'm just tired. That was the narrative at the end of the season. Everyone seemed to be drawn out. I mean, like just worn down. That seems to be what was happening. I told you the same thing. I said, but I never felt so discouraged going into a season ever. Not even after the 1-15 season. Never felt this way before. So that goes to show you that at this point, bro, it's getting tiresome and something has to change. Something like I'm tired of just sitting there and be like, well, we can't do nothing. So the franchise, this is what the franchise will do. Okay, that don't mean that it's not the right thing to do. That don't mean that we should agree with it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm going to say, and I'm quite sure you are, I'm going to say what I feel this team need to do so we could start being successful and have consistent success. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kevin in the building. It's 32 of y'all in here. Hit that like button. Facts. I hit that like button, man. What I was going to say. Yeah, so Dom, at the end of the day, I know this fan base feel probably the same way that I'm feeling. I'm about tired of every time we turn around, we got to figure out if they ready to go. We got content provider. Yeah, Von Joe is messy. So wait, Tony H, you saying we got content provider straight line to the fan base. Lewis, Tony H, what's the name of said person so I can avoid? Von Joe being messy in the chat, man. Listen, man. Mudbone, I see you in there, man. Yes, shout out to y'all in the chat, bro. Shout out to y'all rocking with us. But yeah, Lou, I'm glad you got that in, that off your chest and things like that. But that's just you got something to say before I jump into this, because that was one of the main first topics I want to get to when I wanted to go through I ain't gonna go through all of them like everybody else do. Y'all know we do it different over here. I'm tired of doing what everyone else doing. We want to do a little different, but I wanted to at least address certain things that and get, at least get your opinion on. And in the chat, y'all can chime in too. About these. So since you already started with Tua, right? So you are aware that they could, if they restructure, they could gain back 19 million.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite sure me and you gonna be on the same page with this, but I at least wanted to ask: do you think it's worth it to even attempt to do that, or do you think it's smart?
No.
Nah, I kind of figured that was going to be a no-brainer, bro. I know a lot of people were saying, because I'm hearing a lot of people saying, I've heard people say, I guarantee that they're going to reconstruct it. They're putting a word on it.
A lot of people are coming out and saying they were guaranteeing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I kept saying, no, they're not touching it. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. We'll see who ends up being right. The fact of the matter is, though, it's crazy how we're out here saying they're going to touch it, they're going to touch it, they're going to touch it. 2 days later, a tweet comes out saying they don't believe in them.
Dang.
So why would they touch his money? Why would they push money back? Because all the restructure is, yeah, cool, you're going to save that 19.8. Basically, let's round it out, 20 million. You're going to save 20 million this year, but all you're doing is spreading out that 20 million for years to come later on in the contract. If you're not planning on him being here, why would you restructure? See, they restructure Patrick Mahomes because there's no doubt Patrick Mahomes is going to be in Kansas City. Tone, you'll like this. We were talking about Joe Burrow earlier in the space. They're going to restructure Joe Burrow.
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Benjamin, where you at? I hope you in the chat. I just want you to know.
Uh-oh.
You know, I typically don't do people, but since you wanted to jump on the timeline, I'm for to show them a little something. Let me see. No, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna wait for you. But just know, I got a whole bunch of clips. So I did go back and re-listen to it. I got a whole bunch of clips of somebody lying, talk about they didn't say said statement. But I would have clipped it up, my brother. Yeah, we said that before with no jail. Bang!
Bang!
So I'm just saying, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to retract your statement saying that you never said statement about him beating Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. I just want that's all I want. You know, Benjamin, even if you ain't here now, go back and listen to it. I'm just trying to say it's not a safe space for you, my brother. He said I need them toes. That's a fact. But yeah, Lou, to your point, it makes no sense if you don't see him in the near future. That's all I'm saying. If you want to look at it from that standpoint, like take away your Dolphin goggles, like just take them off for a second and think logically. From this standpoint, from what we have seen, after being bamboozled with giving him the contract, and he went down in game 2. And then after that, he went back down at week 16 or whatever it was against Houston. A week after Houston, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Take your gut. What out of those 2 events says we see this dude for the foreseeable long term?
No.
This dude is restructuring, so we have to pay later on down the line. To me, it don't make sense. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the one to come up here and say, oh, I guarantee, because that's not me. But what I am going to say is, from what I've seen, from history, and for what the recent transaction, right? It's not plausible for me. It's not. I don't see how that makes sense. But then again, I didn't see how it makes sense to not let him play on the 5th-year option, so I could be wrong. Now I'll prove it wrong to my homeboy Batman that said I was just crawling in this community. I just like to point out I haven't been wrong for the most part since I've been here. You hear me?
Damn, you crawling? Man, that's crazy.
I gotta give credit. That was a nice. He had me on mute to say that, but that was nice.
That's crazy. I mean, that's
I was
wild.
laughing about that too. But
the fact of the matter is, Tone, right? People's argument was, let's restructure Tua because again, you're getting 19.8. Fine, right. I get it, but that was before the league. The numbers came out and they added just 20 plus some $1 million in revenue, right? Well, whatever that word. whatever
But it only pushed us to 1.3 over the cap. So
okay, that's fine.
still
So now
enough.
we're in the green though.
Well, we're in the green. Yes, right.
We're in the green.
Mm-hmm.
If you let post June cut,
don't skip ahead. Yep. So you want to go to Chubb? You talk about cuts?
Well, let's stay on Tua for a little bit, right?
Okay, go ahead.
The fact of the matter is that was the argument. You got to save money.
Okay, boy. Hey, Lisa ain't taking shots at me right now. Bang! Hey, I'm gonna get that. What his name? Joe Bree. What his name? Bree. That bang. I gotta go get that. I'm trying. Every time you come in, I'm gonna get that.
he killing you. He killing you in the chat.
But I was aimed towards Alex, so I'll just let him have that one. He said, "Alex watching Tyler Hero highlights." Well, go ahead, my man.
The facts remain though, right? Like at the end of the day, the argument was to restructure Tua to create cap space. You don't need to do that. There's other ways to do it without touching Tua. The fact of the matter is, bro, people got to get out of their feelings. This Tua shit, the experiment is over. It just is what it is, right? Because I can come up here and lie, Tone. You can come up here and lie. And I don't even want to say lie. We can come up here and give you our opinion.
Fact.
Right? We can believe whatever we want to believe about the front office and stuff. That's cool. You know who you can never lie to? The people that are in that locker room.
Oh, yeah.
The players know what really is going on. The fact of the matter is, bro, them players don't have faith in Tua no more. They don't.
And that's when it starts going down here.
And that's where it starts going downhill. So if I'm gonna be honest, Tom, I think what's coming ahead of us is not what we all want in 2025. Right? I see this gonna, and again, I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. I love this team. I want to see us win. I don't think that's gonna be the case in 2025. I think this thing it's like the Titanic, right? I think we're at the tip of the iceberg, right? The boat is hitting the iceberg, right? That's where we are now. And once that iceberg hits the boat, guess what happens? That boat starts retaining water.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, right? Yeah, that boat is still there until it's not there no more. And I think that's how the 2025 season is going, right? Yeah, there's going to be some good, some bad, and then all of a sudden we're looking, and a person like me, I'm fine. I'm Cuban. I know how to swim. But if you don't know how to swim, you better get off that boat now, goddamn it. You better try to get on one of them rafts. Because I think, and again, Tom, I could be wrong. I just think the ship is sinking, bro.
Mr. Polk agreed with you. Say again, Tua Titanic hit the iceberg and it's halfway in the ocean.
Bro, the fact of the matter is, I think people we're getting too many stories.
Yeah.
Right? And we all know when there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can keep coming out here and doing all these mock drafts and what's gonna say nothing. Nothing is saving us, bro. So it just is what it is. But no, to stick on because again, Tone, you want to get into these topics, right?
Yeah,
no, bro. I don't see a way where we touch Tua's contract.
That's
one we're not touching.
Right before we move off that, did you hear of a certain individual becoming available recently?
Who's that?
Certain quarterback in the LA area.
So you on that?
If we remember before the offseason, I was the one and only person coming to y'all telling y'all when everybody said, give us a name. If you move off tour, give us a name. And I was the one and only person saying Matthew Stafford. I was the one and only person saying that. Matthew Stafford. And he became available. Now, I just want to give y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because,
Kelvin, don't worry about your set. You live in Arizona. They ain't no water in Arizona. You ain't even on the boat.
But Lou is privy to a bunch of these behind closed door conversations, right? I pointed out a certain individual, a certain franchise may or may have not been monitoring the situation over in LA And I'm just saying maybe it was coincidental, or maybe it just so happened to happen that way. But it was a mighty close proximity from when that individual got signed and to a contract got signed. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But if you listen to the ones that want what's best for the franchise, I mean, we would have never been. Somebody just put he won 50. Who just said that? Let me see. Name. Oh, that's Harris. Okay, he talking out of he just talking and
He
talking.
said he wants
50.
30 million, right?
No, he said 50. Come on, bro. Let's be realistic.
Tone, what would you be willing to give up for Stafford?
Oh, Tua for sure. Get him up out of here. Yeah, he could go. Maybe a fourth, 2 and a fourth. I'll give it up. Give him that 2 and a fourth.
So if they were asking, because again, some of the reports is maybe a first. I doubt they get a first.
I'm not giving up a first. Y'all know I'm a Stafford guy. He had the strong arm, but he's almost out of there.
What about a second?
There go my dog, Benjamin. I just want to just go back earlier. If you want to hear, I had the luxury of going back to the space that we said no one was going. And I'm gonna give you an opportunity to retract your statement, because you said that you didn't say a specific statement about a guy not beating a certain guy in the playoffs. And I'm gonna give you the opportunity to say, my bad, bro. I didn't mean it in that matter. Or you get what I'm saying? But yeah, I got them things clipped up, just so you know. Just let me know.
All I know in that Twitter space, all I heard was,
y'all want to see a dead body?
They said it, I didn't.
That's all I heard.
Yeah, I'm just saying, my boy. All day. Hey, and it was so much fun to debate the young man. You know what I'm saying? I just know it's levels, though, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn from this. 43 of y'all in the building. Please hit the like button. And then hit the. Okay, I got you. I'm glad you said that, Cap. I will be dropping that on your timeline when I'm done with this.
All I know, and then when other people started coming in that space, Tone. You know what it looked like?
Him, her, him, bodies.
I felt bad at some point for Benjamin, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It was getting dark in there. It was getting dark. Yeah. So, but yeah. But what I will say is, shout out to Ben, man. That's my point. But what I will say is, they could have been did this, and this is shout out to Alex. Even though Alex out watching Tyler Hero highlights, like Game Boy said, he was the one of the ones that told us he was like, bro, it seemed like the Miami Dolphins is either a year too early or a year too late on everything, bro. On everything. Same situation with Matt Stafford. That would have been a bridge quarterback. If you want to talk about a bridge quarterback, there you go. You don't pay Tua. Go ahead. See what LA want for Stafford. Let them go ahead and pick Buddy up. But whatever, it is what it is. Just, you see, Lou, just like it always come back around to it when people want to say, I don't want to toot my own horn. I want to. But if he played on the 5th-year option and now they're looking for options for Matt Stafford, you have a lot leeway. Way more leeway to go say, you know what? Even if you don't want to get a second or something, even if you do want to be like, you know what? I think he's worth more than what we get at the 13th position. You know what I'm saying? We still have first next year if things don't work out, in a year after that. But I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. They just would have. That would have been a smart thing to do. But moving off of Tua though. So let's go to I'm gonna go to the cut scenarios first. I just wanted to talk about Tua because of the restructure. We know we're not cutting them. I don't think that. I'm not gonna be a fool and say we cutting them. But Bradley Chubb, you do know if we dedicate him as a post-June cut, that's $19 million as well. So we don't really need that $19 million. I'll ask you this, Lou. Do you think so if you cut him post-June, you save 19. But if they restructure him, they could save around 13 million. Which one you think? Do you do one or both, or what we talking about?
Right? Listen, I think you could do both, but why would you?
No.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
The point of the fact of the matter is why you
Shout out,
again,
Benjamin.
why would you put like the restructure? If he's not in your future plans, why are you restructuring?
So would
Right?
you lean more towards the post June cut?
Post June cut. I'm gonna get that 19 million. I'm gonna get that 20 million.
So okay, now a follow-up question: if you post June cut him, do you think about even bringing him back potentially?
Well, that depends. If he wants to come back to Miami on a cheaper deal, absolutely.
Okay, even
Right?
after so you don't have no injury concerns, no lingering effect, none of that.
Well, again, I would have lingering concerns, but if I could get him, let's say Bradley Chubb on a 1-year proven deal for like 8 or 9 million, I'm bringing him back. You know what I'm saying? On a 1-year deal, I'm not giving him a 3-year deal for 30 million, right? But if you tell me we cut him, there's not a lot of interest, and he's sitting there, and he's willing to come back to Miami for a 1-year, 10 million, absolutely, I'll take him.
So you don't think that Xavier Howard him? He ain't reached back out to that point.
Well, again, I listen. At this point, I think Bradley Chubb is better than what Xavier was at that time when we released him.
You know what? But so, I used to be in Buffalo Bills spaces, and it was a couple of Buffalo Bills fans, and they was telling us when we about when the rumor was out that we was potentially interested in, and they were like, "Bro, he's injury prone." They said this, bro. He's injury prone. I don't think it's gonna be worth it. And it seemed like I'm tired of people on this team injury prone, bro. I'm tired of. I don't care if they come back cheap. What's good or come back cheap if you're not even gonna be good enough for me for the whole season? The whole thing of getting them back on the cheap deal is to get cheap labor out of them. But if you only gonna get half a year, I don't even know. Maybe we could just spend that money somewhere else. So I'm not sure if I want to bring them back. I'm telling you, man, I'm standing on business, bro. I'm tired of these injured people, bro. I'm tired of it, bro. Yeah, I'm tired of signing people based on potential, based on upside. But no, bro. What have you done for me lately? What can you actually afford? Offer me. If you can't guarantee me a full season, I don't really need you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm tired of getting my hopes up and then they're not there when we need them the most. I.e. the end of the season. January, February for us, December and January football. So I'm leaning more to cut him. Let's cut him. I know we need edge rushers. I get it. But I'm sorry, bro. What's good to having edge rushers on the roster if they're not available for you? Just like they're not being.
Well, you don't really need them, Tone. Don't we got the second coming of Reggie White and Chop Robinson?
See, now you want to be a comedian right now.
I'm just saying.
Oh gosh, no, bro. Listen,
that's what everybody said. We got home run pick and Chop.
Listen, hopefully he pans out. I'm just saying. Hopefully he pans out because he's on this team. So obviously we have to hope for the best for him. If you're a real Dolphin fan, you want what's best for any team. I mean, any player that's on this team. So I'm just talking about. I don't know, bro. I think maybe him, and then what about Armstead? You think Armstead would be a post June cut? Because if we cut Armstead, right? On T-Stead, post June, it's a $15 million. We say $15 million on cap. If we restructure, we could get around $10 million.
Yeah, I'm not restructuring. Again, I'm not restructuring Tua. We already said that. I'm not restructuring Bradley Chubb. I'm not doing that. I'm not restructuring Armstead neither.
Do you want to keep any of those three though? Are you willing to keep any of those three and say just take the cap hit?
No.
No. So you trying to get rid of all of them?
I'm gonna be honest, Tom. I know we're doing this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm in the business of trading Tyreek Hill.
Facts.
I'm in the business of trading Jalen Ramsey.
Facts.
I'm in the business of cutting Bradley Chubb.
Facts.
Armstead can go if he wants to. Y'all know Tua's probably going to be here this season. No one's saying Tua's not going to be here, but I'm not touching his contract. He can go. Like, at the end of the day, bro, we're in this position, Tone, right? Because in 2019 we didn't tank right.
Yeah.
That we had this opportunity in front of. We didn't tank right.
And me and Busy
5
wouldn't
years
be having
later,
out. They ain't gonna argument. But yeah, go ahead.
5 years later, however we want to slice it, it hasn't worked out.
Facts.
Right? Cut your losses, right? And let's go and start again. I think we have some pieces here that I wanna keep, right? That I think you can kind of build around. But nah, bro.
Fan, he say, hey, Lord, read my mind, bro. Cuban style. He trying to give it to everybody too.
Bro, because like at the end of the day, what are we doing?
Yo.
I mean, what are we doing? So let me get this right. See, because I see a lot of people in the chat. What are we talking about? This and that. Cool. So y'all want to keep all these dudes, win 9 games next year, not be good enough for this year, and not be good enough to try to get what we need moving forward. You just want to stay mediocre. Because 9 wins, if you're winning 9 games a season, you're mediocre. That's what you are. So don't tell me that I'm crazy because I'm trying to look for the future when all I'm telling you is to win 9 games, you're going to be picking in the 20s next year. You're going to make the playoffs. We know we're going home, right? Like, what's the point? Eventually, cut your losses. Though all these guys that we like Tone that we're bringing up, these are all guys that they've been here. What have we won?
And see, I was gonna say that toward the end of all that, and then I was gonna say now reconsider what if you want, but you already trying to get rid of them anyway, so you go ahead and finish that because that was gonna be my final. Like, okay, now before you make your final decision with these, so let me just run through it real quick. Then, we could get to the next topic that I want to get into. So I already gave you the cuts right for Armstead. That's 19 or 15. If you post June, cut them. We already cut Mostert, so. I think we sold like we saved almost 3 million by cutting him. So Smite, we could get 2 million by cutting him. And you know what? A guy that hasn't did nothing from us can actually help us against the cat. You know we could get 1.4 million by cutting Channing Tindall.
And they already cut Smite too. They already cut him.
They did cut him. I'm so sorry. They showed us cut him when they did the Kendall Fuller.
Tone, you want to talk about how you could save some money on this team?
Yeah.
Resign Zach Seiler.
Now that's my restructure. So let's go into restructures. We already said 2. That's a no. This one I'm not gonna do, but I'm just throwing it out there. Tyreek, we could get 7 million by restructuring him. Not gonna do that. I'm quite sure that's a no. Chubb and Armstead out of the and now we could do these 2 because I don't think they're gonna get rid of either one of these 2. Austin Jackson, we could get a little over 6 million if we restructure him. Now I think they should do that.
I'll do that. Yeah.
And Zach Seiler, we could get 5 million if we could structure him. But I think they should give him another contract.
You give him a contract
and then get more money.
Yeah, get more money.
Yeah, that's what I think they should do.
I'm not restructuring. Yeah. I'm not restructuring Seiler. The man has earned again. We gave him that deal. He's played 2 years on that deal. He's outplayed that contract. So now you re-up him, right? You rip that deal up, you give him a new deal, and just like what the people's point was last year of why we needed to sign Tua Tagovailoa to create cap, you do that with Zach Seiler. Because he's earned.
Zach Seiler earned any money, he earned that. I don't care what the haters say. Y'all can have y'all opinion, but our opinion over here, well, at least mine from my perspective, he's earned any contract that he demands. Whatever he asks, I think they should give him that contract. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know what I'm saying, I would do that. And and that'll help us out right there. That'll give us close to like 25 million with just those 3 people if we do. Right. Obviously, you could if you just add in the cut from Chubb and Armstead, you get what I'm saying. We're looking at close to 50 million, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's not what the rest of the league is, but it's in way better shape than we initially thought we would be in.
King though has a good point too. You give Zach a new deal and restructure Brooks. That's another one. You can restructure Brooks.
That's why I want to go through everybody. But yeah, but I like Brooks too. So yeah. But listen, that I think I see a lot of people having pushback against the Chubb. I'm sorry, bro. What have Chubb done for us? When y'all think about why we shouldn't and why we should, I just want to know. Free agents, bro. I think it's close to 30 free agents, bro. It's like 24. I think it's unrestricted. It's like around 20 something unrestricted free agents. But what I wanted, I just want to know before you think about, oh, we can't get rid of this dude. Why would you think about cutting him? We need this dude. What have they done for us? Not what you hope they can do for us. What have they actually done for our franchise? For us to always be so scared of losing these people because they might go ball out somewhere else. So what? They haven't balled out for us. Let them go. Hey, if the situation work out for them, hey, yo, more power to you. Unfortunately, it didn't happen in this building, so I'm sorry. So when I'm looking at these people and the potential cuts and the potential money that we could gain from cutting them post-June or even restructuring and releasing them, sorry, bro. If it benefits the team, I'm all for it. Because clearly the production that y'all have been giving us is not benefiting the team in the way that I feel like it should be. Now, you can have your own opinion and say that you're satisfied with barely making the playoffs, first round exits, and now all of a sudden you can't even make the playoff in below 500. You know, I'm sorry. My standards are high. I don't have. I'm not just accepting anything. If y'all want to accept mediocrity, okay, cool. That's on y'all, not me. I don't want to come in here and look at this team and say, okay, we mediocre at best. No, bro. Nah. I'm sorry. So I know for the people that still believe in Tua, listen, at the end of the day, if it's best, if he could take this team to Super Bowl, I'm quite sure we all would be celebrating. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, and the fact of the matters are, we haven't seen nothing that could convince us that that's gonna happen, bro. Like, let's be realistic. It ain't gonna happen. Stop leaning on hope, and let's I focus on what is shucks possibilities. I mean probabilities. I focus on the probabilities, not the possibilities, and that's the difference. Is it possible that everything could work out fine and everyone can stay healthy and we can finally win a couple playoff games and get to the Super Bowl and win? Yes, it's possible. But the probability of that is slim to none, bro. And that's just a fact. So I would stay in the realm of probabilities. And for those of y'all that want to be in the realm of possibilities, cool. By all means, all power to you. But over here, as long as I'm on this panel, I'm going to lean more to probabilities. I'm sorry. And I can tell you from recent history, it showed me that it's more probable that Tua could get injured than it is for him to play 14 games. These are facts. You know, it's more probable that we are going to be down 2 defensive end edge rushers. These are facts. Go look at how many seasons, whether it's Ogbar and Phillips, whether it's Ogbar, Chubb and Phillips, every season it seems like we lose multiple edge rushers, regardless of who the names are. So I'm going to say probability. It's probably smart to move on for these people. You know what I'm saying? It's probably smarter to do that. I'm just saying, Dawson, I like. Yes. Mr. Pope, I like that. Bring him back. Yes, sir. I won't mind that. Especially if he come for the low. So yes. I listen, like I say, I'm not gonna force y'all to lean towards our way, but you know, if I want to get the most and maximize our cap, yes, I'm not opposed to getting rid of every last one of those guys. No, I'm not. Like, get them out of here. And quickly, right before we go to the next topic, we got 32 of y'all still in the building. Please hit the like button. And subscribe. Share it. Share the content. I'm trying to see how many likes we got real quick while we live here. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, this can't be right. No, wait. Let me refresh this. I'll shut this. Whew. Boy, I had to refresh. Boy, that thing was at 8. Now we got 34 likes. So shout out to y'all. 34 in the building, 34 likes. Hey, yo, appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? So out in I see CB, you said tanking. I don't think we're tanking. I wouldn't subscribe because they're not gonna do it. The only way they're gonna tank if they get rid of Tyreek, they get rid of Jalen Phillips, they get rid of Bradley Chubb, they get rid of Javon Holland. Well, Javon Holland's out of here. And Jalen Ramsey, Tua, then we'll tank. Well, Tua, I don't know. You don't got to get rid of Tua to tank because I think he's not going to survive a full season.
We've been tanking with Tua.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to survive a full season. So I don't know. You feel me? But Lou, let me try to put up this video because I want to get that. We got we 45 minutes or 46 minutes in. Let me see if I could. Let me full screen this. Hold on. Wait, let me share my screen. I want you to tell me what you think of what, Javon Holland said in his recent interview. Can you see that, Lou, on the screen? We good? Lou?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, let me know if you get everything.
Wrote down and like the best way I could sum up, what I'm looking
There we got you.
Detailed and experienced coaching, a player supportive ownership, honest culture setting, a men leading head coach with a goal.
Let me pause right there. Did y'all just hear what he said? Detailed and structured and culture leading men head coach. This is what he said he's looking for now.
And the standard he holds everybody to.
And a standard that he holds everyone to. I just want y'all to listen to the words that this man is saying.
A team that wants to win and has players with like-mindedness about the team's goals and standards. Leaders that want to lead and set examples by action, not by their word. So I think that in itself is, what I'm really looking for.
All right, that's enough of that. You heard? Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
Did y'all just hear what he just said? Leaders, players, and leaders that lead by action and not just words. I'm saying, am I tripping? You know what?
Got him.
Not that one. I hit the wrong one.
What do you mean by that?
I need to know what he mean by that.
I can tell you what he means by that.
Cause we was tripping over here, Lou, and he one of the ones we always put the feet to the fire. But you know what? I know what they're gonna run with. Why he ain't said when he was in the building? Why did he waited to? But go ahead. What do you think he mean by that? Is he calling the team out? Is he calling out the culture in the locker room? Is he calling out the so-called leaders, saying that actions speak louder than words? Is he saying that our coach do not stand on building business and hold our players accountable? Because he said hold players accountable, right?
That's fine. Again, playing that and listening to that, you're gonna have these. Not saying you, Tone. I'm just saying. Well, you already see the people in the chat. The fact of the matter is, the man was glad when. What did he say? Because he said coach, a tough-minded coach. Mm-hmm. People are running with head coach. He didn't say head coach. He said coach.
Yeah, he did.
Now this is the same dude that was kicking rocks. Was Vic Fangio a tough coach?
Yes, he was.
He didn't like getting coached by Vic Fangio, though.
That's a fact.
So what are you talking about?
That's why I think he's taking shots.
No. What he's doing is he's just talking. He He ain't taking no shot. He just talking.
He taking shots, Lou. I'm sorry. He taking shots.
But again, you shooting blanks.
Okay, I'll give you that now.
You cannot come at me and tell me you want tough coaching. If you had it last year, you was
Kicking
go
rock.
kick rocks. Go. You was the biggest crybaby. We don't like his scheme. He don't listen. This was this bitch. He was the one crying. Bro, this video right here, this is to save face. You a free agent. You want to put, this is what I want. I want this. When you know you don't want that, you want to go in a dark room on some plush carpet, petting the bald cat, crying to the fan base how we're so mean. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Bro, I'm so tired of Javon Holland and the people that support Javon Holland. Bro, I'm not listening to none of this shit. I'm sorry. What are we talking about?
Do you think we have any of that in this locker room, though?
No, we got a bunch of bitches like Javon Holland in there. Bro, let's call it for what it is.
Hey, do that mean he lied, though?
Absolutely, he's lying.
I don't think he lying.
So again,
I think he's lying about what he wants.
Well, let me ask you a question, Tom. This man just said in the video, I want to go to a team where leaders are they're active.
Hold each other accountable and lead by example and not by words. Yes.
That's the kind of team he wants to go to. Well, let me ask you a question. How much leading has Javon Holland done in our building?
Huh?
How much leading has Javon Holland did in our building?
Not a single lead. I don't think nothing. Not one. He didn't do no lead. No.
Is he one of them dogs?
No. In fact, no. He's not. He's
not.
This is why he need to go on the team with it, because he's not.
but you don't have to go. You don't have to go somewhere.
You should become one. Well, you should be one. Actually, not become one. You have to.
Tone, all I'm saying is, wherever I go, you don't have to. You don't have to like it, right? I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general, right? We're talking. You don't have to like when I go somewhere, but guess what? When I show up, I'm gonna be the leader.
What's up, Concrete? Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask people to follow me, right? But the way I come at things and the way I stand up, I'm gonna be the leader in the room. You're gonna have to bully me off that square. You're gonna have to show me, hey man, I'm gonna have to back down. There's another dude in here. We got a bunch of people like Javon Holland that comes out and say, I want this and I need this, and stop. You're a crybaby. You cry when you don't get your way. You don't want to be. If he shows up to it, I guarantee you, you know where Javon Holland will not fit in Baltimore.
Oh no, it's not.
Because they'll light Javon Holland motherfucking ass up, and he won't last in Buffalo. And all this narrative. Watch him go to Kansas City. Kansas City was chew him up and spit him up. The fact is, he's a crybaby.
Or he might hide behind the rest of the dogs, and we think he's doing well, and he's really not.
The dogs won't respect him.
I mean,
to get respect to him,
I can't even give him no credit. I can't. I was gonna give credit, say he's talented, but he had one good season. Like, if we gonna keep it 100,
he had one good hit.
I had one good season, bro. Like, let's be real. He said one good hit. Well, he had 2 forced fumbles. Yeah, I can't really, I can't really defend him like that, because, like I say, he had one good season that he looked like he was heading to be a all pro, but nah, that was fool's gold to me. I feel like it all was fool's gold, But it falls into the narrative of his team and everyone that's in his locker room that this is the type of thing. Like, even to you, you're like, oh, he lying. He don't want none of that. That's like, we got a bunch of people that we don't even respect. How you expect another franchise and another team to respect you when the fan base look at you like, man, he lying. He's soft. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Look at how you feel appalled that he even fixed his mouth to say anything like that. And you Vonjo Bird. Like, what? But you saw.
You're going to sit here talking about, oh, I want this, this, and this. Well, why ain't you want it in Miami?
Let me go back. He said, y'all highlighting that nonsense. No, oh, yeah. I'm glad you said that. That's how, there was one of the, I brought this up because I think, let me go back. right here. True fan, y'all not tired of blaming the coach and the QB? I hear that a lot. This is one of the best comebacks though that I've heard. He just actually, because I say that a lot. Stop me when I'm lying. Don't tell me you tired of me telling the truth. Last I checked, men never get tired of speaking the truth. And that's the problem, because the truth hurt. That's why y'all get tired of hearing it. That's why y'all don't want people to speak on it. The truth hurts. So just stop us when we start lying and telling lies to people. If it's the coach's fault, it's the head coach's fault, or at least, and the truth is, it is what it is.
Again, how is it the head coach's fault?
No. He was saying about the QB and the head coach. They was having a back and forth.
Right. What I'm saying is,
that ain't got nothing to do with Javon Holland. Go ahead.
What Javon Holland said he wanted.
Yeah, no.
Why didn't he perform better last year when he had a guy like that in the building?
Because he was soft. His feeling was getting hurt.
So is that going to change if he goes somewhere else?
No, I don't think so. No.
The man's been soft. The man's been soft since he got in the league, bro.
Yeah, I know. See this. The softness, like you have no excuse, have no pushback on. Like you just soft, bro. Nobody can.
He's soft. Bro.
Sorry. Adversity, like we just played Rick Pitino speech, right? And everybody, he was saying like adversity, bro. That's a life lesson. You're gonna face that in life, period. It's not just a sports thing. That's a life thing. If every time adversity shows up, you fold and tuck your tail, how do you plan on getting through life? You're not going to get through life without going through some adversity. Sorry, that's not realistic. If you assume that you was going to be able to get through life without going through some type of adversity, then I'm sorry, somebody been lying to you all your life. So when adversity do show up and go to knocking on your door, it's either fight or flight. Which one you going to do? Because I was just like him. I'm like, yo, who raised y'all? Since when did we run from adversity? Or do we face it head on and say, I'm supposed to learn from this? Because you got to go through something to be able to get through something. And if you don't go through nothing, you're going to fold every time. Every time you're going to fold. You can't win no championship or be the best at nothing without dealing with adversity. Nothing. You're not going to be the best at nothing if you don't know how to deal with adversity. These are all facts. So get used to it. And I think you should start getting comfortable with adversity. And this is the problem. You don't got to like it. But you know what? When people start saying things that I don't like, when people start challenging my takes, when people start challenging whatever they challenge against me, I might not like it, but I'm comfortable defending myself, though. See, that's the difference. I don't never mind defending myself. Never mind defending my takes. Never mind defending. I'll go back and forth with you any day, all day. That's why me and Lewis started the channel. Because if he come at my takes, guess what? I'm comfortable with going back and debating them. Because I don't expect a bunch of yes men. I don't expect everything to go my way. And I don't expect everyone to agree with me. So what that do? Stay on your P's and Q's, understand what you're saying, and be willing to defend it. And these are facts. That's a life lesson. So would you think that there aren't going to be if you like, I don't get it. Did we expect us to have a locker room with just no fights, no disagreements, no adversity? Everyone get along. Everyone gonna show up on time. No one is gonna get injured. No one is gonna fight. No one is gonna disagree. You know how many people dislike each other in locker rooms? That's the norm. I'm not shocked about that. I'm shocked how you handle it. I'm shocked how you deal with it. Because you don't get to this level without witnessing that kind of stuff. That's why I don't respect people that was born blessed physically. That's why we talk about mental toughness over here. You never hear us go give you the measurements. And yeah, boy, he run a 4.3. He's 6'4", 285 pounds. So what? What he do when a dude that's 6'5", 295 pounds run a 4.2? What he do with that dude? The dude that was blessed, way more gifted than he was. How he look at that dude? Do we figure out a way to break him down and defeat him, outsmart him? Or do he concede and say, well, he's just bigger, stronger, and faster? That's a mentality. When we say make it a dog fight, we don't say you get bigger. We say you get nasty and dirty. That's why I say get down and dirty. Oh, you bigger than me? All right. Let me see you outrun me when I drag you across this floor. Your speed can't help you then. When I get my hands on you, that speed can't do nothing for you. You see what they do to Tyreek and Waddle when them boys get, okay, you faster than me, but wait, how are you going to get past me if I push you down every time? What is that speed going to do for you then? That speed mean nothing now. When he get a little physical out there, speed goes out the window. How fast you going to run when I test your manhood? Are you running to the fight or away from the fight? Because that speed could work in the reverse. It could work against you. It was somebody that I don't remember who it was, so but I don't like stealing takes, but I heard it in either space or on a YouTube channel. They say this offense is predicated around running away from people. Since when did you win a football game running away from people? I thought football was mano a mano, beating the guy in front of you or the guy across from you. That's what I thought football was all about. In order to get to the goal line and get to the touchdown, you got to go through somebody. Somebody's getting hit every play. You do understand this, right? This is what the sport of football consists of. Someone getting hit every single play. So to design an offense where everything is predicated on running away from people, I don't think that's a recipe for success. I just don't. So cool. Yeah, I see what you say. Running around people, y'all love the A10 finesse. One thing you can say about A10, that's y'all know I'm a fan of A10. He shows up in every big game. You don't see him running around and running away from people. At least he shows up. So this is why they have the combine and the measurements and all this, and this is why you take physicals. Because it's a physical sport. It's a physical sport. People are meant to crash into each other. This is what the equipment is for. So at some point, it's all about simplify everything and just go beat that dude. Line up. You see what the tush push is. Line up and just push him off the ball. No running, no hiding. Excuse me. Ain't no need to think about what we're going to do. Everybody know what's coming. Can you stop it? Yes or no? This is a great question, Vamos Gatos. I don't know if Lewis, you back yet, but Vamos Gatos.
Neither of them.
Neither one. That is crazy. And I can't even put back on there. I lean more towards the Canes, though. I ain't gonna lie. And not just because I'm a homer. Man,
the Canes need to get past the Pop-Tart Bowl first before we start talking about championship.
Hey, listen, man. I ain't even gonna say that. I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to get into those topics. I didn't want to leave forget about the cap space before we get in there. You know what I'm saying? We had to adjust a couple of things. I know I see a lot of people coming up with their ideas and who they think we should cut and who they think we should restructure. I'm just saying, we had to give our opinions on based on what we see with this team and I don't even care about how much you could save. I want to know, do y'all think it's worth saving the money? That's the question we ask over here. Everyone else want to tell you how good it'll look if you save that money. How good it'll look to reconstruct. I want to know, do y'all think it's worth it? Again, y'all can answer that amongst yourselves, but outside of Austin Jackson and Zach Sealer, I'm not reconstructing no one. No one else is getting a contract. And everyone else, they're liable to get cut. That's from the quarterback on down to the last person on the bench. I ain't holding no punches. No one is safe. Like facts. I mean, it might be too. I don't even. Fonjo hit the. I know you meant to say hit the reset button on this bullshit and rebuild. It might like we in La La Land right now. If you want to rebuild, I mean, they can. They just gonna have to get rid of everybody. Got this. If you want to hit the reset button, it start with the front office, bro. Restructure 2, I think year 9 is get out of here. I know CCR can't even stand him, so I know that's a troll. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is if y'all want to hit the rebuild button and the reset, if y'all want to blow everything, it starts in the front office. Actually, it starts at the top because you can reset. If you got the same architect, then what do you think? They're going to build the same type of foundation. So where we starting? Hit the reset button where? At this point, I don't want no non-football people in the building. Give them a desk and let them work at home or let them work at the training facility. They got a health center. Let them work over there. Matter of fact, take that game room out of there and make that a room for the people that do marketing. This is y'all building. I don't want to see y'all put level clearances on each door that they can enter. And take away their clearance. Because at this point, it's ridiculous. But again, when it comes down to these players, Tua, Tyreek, Chubb, Armstead, Austin, Zach Sealer, Jordan Brooks, before y'all automatically just look at how much money we can say restructuring or cutting them, I just want y'all to just don't just think short term, think long term. Is it worth it? And what have they done for this franchise? What you seen on the field and the production that they gave us, are y'all willing to stick around and watch that another year? Facts, Fonjo, you're right about the building. It's going to keep building bullshit with them blocks. Got to get rid of that. Yeah, facts. He say, delusional Patriot fan. Have them working on better gifts for season ticket holders for the other than notepad. Yeah, at this point, I gave up my ticket, so I don't really care what they give us. You know what I'm saying? At this point, man, listen, man. I go to any game I want. I live right up the street.
Don't hate on them notepads though. Those are the notepads they giving out are the same ones Chris Greer been keeping all these.
This is literally a fact. This is literally one of the gifts that they gave us, and this wasn't even for the season ticket. You had to be at the game to get this.
Chris, that's the same notepad Chris Greer uses.
Well, we see why. All right, man. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Hey, listen, shout out. It's still 31 of y'all in the building. Lou, you got anything before we get up out of here?
Yeah, man. Listen, at the end of the day, I know Tony says it all the time. I haven't said it here recently. I'm just gonna come out and flat out say it. Today we had 40-something, almost 50 of y'all in the room. The fact of the matter is, when these shows go up, everybody knows us by now. We go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, religiously. Ain't gonna be no days off. We out here, right? The fact of the matter is, y'all need to start doing a better job of promoting this show and sending it out, right? It is what it is. Obviously, y'all are coming around because y'all like what y'all are getting here and the content here. Help us grow, bro, right? We love doing it, but we need y'all support. Just like y'all support us by coming in here, support it when y'all see these shows. Send it out to family members, friends, whoever. Get people to come over here because, again, bro, there's a lot of fluff shit going on within the community, and that's not what you're going to get here. So, again, we appreciate everybody for coming through, but let's, all of us, me, Tony, all of us included, let's start doing a better job of getting more people to come over here and watch the content, because you're not going to get what you're getting here nowhere else. I can promise you that.
True Fin Fan got a point. We all got social media to post the show, man. I'm gonna do it myself tomorrow. Hey, shout out to you. I do want to give Von Joe his credit. Von Joe and Grumpy. They always hit me up asking about the show. And Von Joe, every time he gets an opportunity in them spaces, he makes sure he let them know about our show. That's one thing we can say about our brother Von Joe, bro. He really be on point with that. He don't waste no
Von
day.
Joe be all right, man. You know, he's all right.
Shout out to my bum give you shout out to you, Von Joe. But yeah, like Lewis said, man, yo, share the content, you know, tell a friend, hit the like button, subscribe. Y'all know, man, we put in work, you know, we might be late a little bit, but that's because we work. You know, a lot of the content creators, you know, they don't have full-time jobs. We do, but we still come and give y'all this content no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Polk, you always do it. You always do it, Mr. Polk.
Yeah, Mr. Polk. Shout out. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Polk too. I forgot. Every time he come in, he always telling people to like, share, and support. And every panel I see him on, he always makes sure he mention our name. That's one thing I would say about Mr. Polk as well. But yeah, bro. So listen, we'll see y'all again on Wednesday. 7:30-ish. Hopefully we get here on time this time. Y'all will be on it. But listen, we appreciate even y'all holding us accountable and that let us know that y'all paying attention and y'all are waiting for this content and waiting for us to go live. So we forever will be appreciative of that. But without further ado, man, we'll see y'all Wednesday, 7:30-ish. Peace.
Peace.